Hi there, Jen Russell coming to the end of July of this strange and stressful year 2020. I have been a little MIA with making videos because I am very happy to say I've been seeing some clients in person, for which I'm very grateful. But I wanted to circle back to an idea around breathing and stress reduction. If you've watched any of the other videos I've made, you will know that the foundation of every corrective exercise strategy, all ideas with regards to good quality movement and optimizing our movement, begin with optimizing your breathing mechanics and making sure your spine is in a position to be stable so that you are creating a stable foundation for any activity, from sports to activities of daily life. When we talk about today, we'll dovetail with all of that, but I specifically want to talk about how breathing can help you reduce your stress level. I knew this year was going to be stressful. I didn't have any sense of the scope of it. And I want to give you a couple ideas that will be strategies you can use if you are in a stressful moment where you're just trying to get yourself calmed down, but also can be an addition to or a complement to any other stress reducing techniques you're working on, whether it's meditation or yoga, mindfulness, prayer. So the two major concepts are going to be breathing exclusively through your nose and extending your exhale. At the bottom of this video, I'm going to link a Google Doc that I've been working on that goes over some of the concepts in the anatomy from all the other videos, but in the middle of it is going to be a series of excerpts from a book I just finished reading called Breath by James Nestor. I found it to be a really insightful book. He did a ton of research around the science behind how breathing impacts pretty much every aspect of our health, physical and mental. If you are in a space where you do not feel like reading a big nonfiction book, and I do not blame you, I am hoping that these excerpts will at least give you some of what I found to be the most insightful tidbits and factoids about breathing and how it impacts us. So circling back to those two concepts, I'm going to be utilizing a position called prone or crocodile breathing. This can be a great position if you've worked on the supine 90-90 position I went through in other videos. This can be a great variation on that. If you tried that position and you found your neck kept wanting to go up, chin towards the ceiling, or maybe you have some low back tension, this can just be a great position, and is also a great position for calming the system. So again, we're going to look at breathing in and out through the nose. This is going to be a controlled, slow breath. We're not looking for a ton of power. We're looking more for slow, controlled, particularly exhale. When you first start this, you might find that your inhale and exhale are about the same length. Totally fine. You may find that breathing in and out through your nose feels really, really weird if you're a pretty consistent mouth breather. I'm not going to go into all the details of the why. Check out the Google Doc. I'm just going to go through it with you. But just know that when you first start practicing this, it's simple, but it's not necessarily easy. Aim to do it any time of day. I'm not going to give you a number. I'm not going to give you a time. I'm just going to say, give it a go. Give it a try. You're in traffic. You're pissed off if someone cut you off. Try to slow control your exhale, because your brain is going to want to re-inhale. We are a country of over breathers. We tend to inhale and then we barely exhale and we inhale again. That's that fight or flight space. There are two sides of the nervous system, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. When we control and lengthen our exhale, we really activate the parasympathetic side. That's your rest and digest side versus the fight or flight. That's the sympathetic side. And unfortunately, a lot of us are really consistently living in that sympathetic side, which is not where we're meant to live all of the time. So I'm going to practice this direction first. When you're going into your prone or crocodile breathing, I want you to think through the cues I've gone through in other videos of a nice long neck, chin tucked back slightly. Imagine your chest is wide, your ribs are pulled slightly down, and your low back is nice and neutral. Your hips are relatively even. You can either have your hands crisscross like this, or you can rest your fists on top of each other. Your forehead is going to rest down. I want you to tuck your toes under just so that you don't engage through your calves at all. That image of a balloon that I've talked about in other videos, starting with the diaphragm at the top of the balloon, your abdominals wrapping around, and then underneath is the pelvic floor. Same ideas are going to be there. You're going to inhale slowly through the nose, try and fill that balloon in 360 degrees, from the front to the sides to the back. As you exhale, still through the nose, try and make that exhale just a little longer than you think you want it to be. And then re-inhale, okay? Let me move to the side. And the other thing I want you to think about is as you press your hands in your forearms into the ground, I want you to really actively press your forearms, because what that's going to help you to do is activate some of the muscles around the rib cage that help to support your spine, help to support your back, muscles like your serratus and your lat. So we're not hanging out here, we're trying to press ourselves away. That just makes it a little bit more of a stable position, and our brains really like it when we feel when the spine feels stable, when we feel safe. So a nice active position. And again, you're just going to do this as long as it feels comfortable. You don't have to do it in this prone position. I just want to just give you another option besides the supine 90. You can do this lying in bed, but just think about those two concepts: inhaling and exhaling through the nose, and slow your exhale down. If you find this interesting and you want to read more, check out the Google Doc I have linked. I also have links to a few of the meditation apps that I really like. I also have a link to several other things that I think might be of interest to you. But feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself, especially if you're trying something new, especially when you're trying something that might feel uncomfortable. Kind of have a sense of humor, because frankly, I'm still trying to work on improving this stuff. It's a lifelong endeavor, and be safe out there. Take care, guys. Thanks.